cigar. He has martial arts experience. Strong build.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
What is your business here?
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train. I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying.
Yeah.
He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
He definitely works for that company that's, sometime later.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
There are two companies, the Chilean Barcaza and the Mexican Caracal. Both wanted to purchase the WA coal mines. The Mexican consortium had established an initial deal and had prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. So this might be a little bit of a race war between the Mexicans and the Chileans here. There's still a lot of unanswered questions there. Sham. Okay. We got one more side branch to go to. This way. So we will check that out first. So it's not this way, it has to be the other way then. It's hard to say what's going on here.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
This could be the same
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
same vehicle that was at the lake.
The distance between the tracks
is.
is about 6 feet 7 inches.
And they're
The
heavy
vehicle would have
tracks.
been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
So
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle. This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Let's ask about that warehouse. Disassembled warehouse.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
Huh.
See you later, my good man.
That, I think, just kind of solved the case right there. All right. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. This has to be the case. Let me look at that insurance policy again. Well, I think that's the most likely thing, is that the Mexicans drowned the Chileans. if we alter this a bit. See, I don't buy this version of it though, because the barges, it doesn't fit. Unless the barges... See, the problem with this is that it could be sunk. If it's missing rails, the train would just fly off the rails, though. Mexicans are definitely angry. Well, the two things I have going right now are that the Mexicans either drowned the Chileans or that they sealed the Chileans in the mines. I have to think that they drowned them. I don't know. This game, man. How do you get from the beach to this rail track, though? Where are Chesterfield and Doncaster on my map? So no matter what, it would have had to veer off here. How would you get to the beach, though? Past Chesterfield. I don't know about this one. My gut's telling me that it's in the lake. Because of the barge. Alright, let's make a choice here. The problem with this one is that the barges don't make sense here. If they sealed the Mexicans in the mines, why were there barges? I think it has to be this. Mexicans drowned Chileans. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train in a flooded quarry to hide their crime. Now there's two things we can do: blind justice or political game. The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. We must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict. Or, criminal organizations such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turned to his own advantage. I think that's the way to go here. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but the barges don't make any sense. If they weren't dropped into the ocean, why were there barges?
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance. We should overlook our personal differences on this occasion.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barcazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
right away. Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Sometime later.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Oh god, I should get ready for this. My first instinct was shoot the guy in the head. Like, fuck that. But obviously I
Good
went against
shot,
it.
Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
Yeah, like I said, you know it was bad because like my first instinct was to shoot the guy in the head. I was like, I gotta neutralize the target. I'm like, wait a second. Riddle on the rails. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to keep the train on the run for a few seconds and then sank it in the flooded quarry. The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. The decision was made to give Mycroft a chance to resolve this conflict. Clues found, 23. Conclusion, Mexicans drowned Chileans. Political game was the moral choice. I like that. We found all the clues. We got the right conclusion. Looks like moral choice doesn't matter. It's just what other people choose. But we got the right conclusion in this one. And you know what? I was confident with that one. Because like I said, the barges are the only piece that didn't fit there, right? Like, if the barges weren't a thing, I would definitely say it was the mines. Because everything kind of pointed that way. But as soon as there was no reason to have barges there. And you wouldn't bring barges out here for no reason. You know what I mean? So it made a lot of sense. Personality ranking, neutral. Case statistics. People solved the case the same way. 70% of people got that right. People made the same moral choice. 63%. I am happy with the way that turned out. Power of deduction.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits. The temperature appears to be normal.
Am I supposed to...
The pupil is dilated. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Measure pulse rate by counting the heartbeats for 10 seconds.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Well, I'm supposed to click. Okay.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the buff, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
I do believe that is for us. What do we get? We got the train whistle as a souvenir. Pretty much up for time anyways. I don't really want to jump into anything too soon yet. I do really like that gray suit though. Really? I can't use any of the facial hairs? That sucks. I really like the beard on him too. Ah, well. I think we're going to end it here before I get into too much. And then, like I said, is it the same thing still? Game kills me. We're going to end it here. When I come back, I think we will continue on with the case. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below. Don't subscribe, share. It helps me out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.